Good afternoon, everyone. Ian Maddox, Hitchcock Maddox Financial Partners, coming to you from Hoover. Hope everyone is doing well. As always, our goal is Financial Planning Simplified, and today we have an interesting question that comes from multiple states away, all the way in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Jeremy M. asks, is the stock market rigged? I smile because, Jeremy, you're not the first person to answer that question, and I can answer it two ways, really. The first way is a simple no. Right? Simple no. But a more nuanced answer is to say that it's really about the definition of rigged. So when I think of rigged, I think of an individual or an organization that has worked the system, so to speak, to advantage themselves to the detriment or to the disadvantage of someone else. In other words, the proverbial cheating, right? I'm taking advantage. In that regard, certainly, over the history of the markets, there have been groups of people, individuals who have lied, cheated, and stolen, right? When we think about investing, that deals with money, and people get greedy, and they're looking to make more money. We don't have to go back but a decade and recall the whole Bernie Madoff scandal. And that was a big deal, $1 billion scandal. And when we see that, it gives us this perception, right? Is that the way this whole market works, right? Is it that there's smart people that are taking advantage of me all the time? And that's just not the case. The headlines, right, these scary things that happen are really a minuscule percentage of what's really happening in investment markets all over the globe. And in many cases, the people that work in that industry, right, in the financial industry, people like me that work with individuals and families and small businesses, there are tons of opportunities to actually use the markets to your advantage. And so, again, when I think of rigged, I'm thinking of some overarching entity that's working against you. And Jeremy, that's just not the case. There's just not any evidence that that's happening. And in fact, we have regulatory bodies, and all of the developed nations around the world have regulatory bodies. Most of the people that try to lie, cheat, and steal, they get caught eventually and they end up in jail. So it's not a good scenario. So what I would encourage you is to say, hey, don't let that be a disadvantage. Don't let that dissuade you from looking at how you can take assets that you have and leverage them into the future, because you certainly can. And thinking that the market is rigged against you is just not the case. Find someone that can help you to get educated, be comfortable with your decisions. Sure, there are people that lie, cheat, and steal, and there always will be, and you want to do everything you can to avoid those environments. And so you certainly can do that by surrounding yourself with smart people. Again, Ian Maddox, Hitchcock Maddox Financial Partners. Until next time, have a great week.